So leads us to our last question, our last discussion point for what you lovely viewers sent us from Christopher
Yu.
at CAUNGURIAN. He said we should talk about how everyone should chill the fuck out.
Okay.
Which is a fair point.
Sure.
Kind of. I'm going to explain myself in a second. I'm legitimately concerned they're going to piss it away. I understand that it's 3 games in a row they've lost. Yes, that's not good. But they're still in that first wildcard spot, which is great. What was happening earlier this year, in my opinion, was you're getting really dumb plays from Bogosian, really dumb plays from Stewart, and it led to Pavlik giving up bad goals, and that's where Hutch grew his fantastic name, and that he was making those saves and things are happening. They're not getting that goaltending right now, so things look awful. Mm-hmm. Terrible.
Same mistakes are happening.
Exactly. Penalties right now. Stuff like what Bogosian did on Saturday needs to stop. Right now, the Jets have earned a pretty bad reputation, and it's up to them to get themselves out of that hole. Mm-hmm. And they're like 100+ penalty minutes above the second place team.
Oh, I know.
Right
and you know what? So. I really liked Paul Maurice's explanation. I mean, I'm going to get into a second of why I don't think it's perfect, but I liked how he said, we're a team that's going to take some penalties. We want to play that way, blah, blah, blah. I like that answer. That's awesome. But there's no way you get to first in the league in minor penalties with
good penalties.
Yeah, with only good penalties. Like there's bad stuff in there too. Unless you have some sort of crazy penalty differential where you draw a million penalties as well as take a million, which they don't, then you got a problem.
Yes, the underlying analytics are very good for the Jets, and I think that they are legit. They're a decent team right now. That doesn't mean I'm still not concerned about things, because we've seen they've been a decent possession team for a few years now, and a lot of that has been dragged down by Pavlik. I'm going to be nervous until either Hutch 100% takes that role, which could take a couple years.
Oh, yeah.
Or until some other option there is pulled up of a clear number 1 guy who is good at the hockey.
Good at the stopping of the pucks.
Yes. But there are other issues I still have. That blue line, I still have concerns about them. If they want to convince me that something good's going to happen, stop attaching Stewart to Trouba consistently. Mm-hmm. Tell Bogosian to stop being dumb. And shore up that bottom 6 now.
Yeah.
You need to find a way to get this defensive unit to stop making these bonehead mistakes. We're seeing Trouba starting to, again, make these Stewart-like mistakes. Get those 2 away from each other.
I would rather see a 4th line with Chris Thorburn playing only 4 minutes and having the 3 other lines of actually good players playing most of the minutes. I mean...
Exactly. Then have Chris Thorburn on the 3rd line.
And then having Chris Thorburn on the 3rd line and having the 4th line play a few more minutes.
I'd rather not have scoring chances go to die on a regular basis.
Exactly.
So, I'm not saying you should lose your mind right now and start freaking out about everything, but this team still has problems. They're not a Stanley Cup contending team, in my opinion. Not close yet. They're a bridge playoff team, competitive team, they're a decent team. They're not that next step yet. They're win maybe 1, maybe 2 rounds in the playoffs team. Nothing more. That's it. Anything else, you're lucky, in my opinion.